Listen! Sir Venom.
Home sweet home. Shenanigans in the treehouse never looked so comforting and inviting as you returned to the Sword Coast. Neverwinter, in many ways, felt as if you had felt just as you'd left it, prospering, lively, the shining jewel of the North. You spent time shopping and squaring away your affairs across the city, attempting to procure magic items and meeting with Barrock Clanghammer, talking to Morty, just taking it all in again. It was during this time that you learned that change was on the air, however. Clanghammer, upon meeting with him, informed you that the Lord's Alliance felt as if it were hanging by a thread. Suspicion of Luskin, the northern neighbor to Neverwinter, and led by a drow named Jarlaxle, had increased substantially due to the drow raids in and around the city of Silvery Moon. You saw firsthand how the walled trading town of Yartar was besieged by a horde of goblins on 2 of its 3 sides. You learned that in the city of Elturel, folks had begun sprouting mushroom-like growths across their faces and bodies, and that the entire country of Eltergard seemed to have shut itself off from the world. Baldur's Gate, in response, was putting up its defenses, wary of what could come from the east. Visitors were being turned away. Barrack Clanghammer believes that Menzo Baranzan, city of the Drow, somewhere in the Underdark, appears to have a plan or warlike intentions, though the when and how is still unknown. Maybe worst of all, the masked lords of Waterdeep have been threatened, and at least one of their number had been killed before you arrived in the city. A threat was issued, claiming the other masked lords were in danger, including Riku's father. It was also during this conversation with Barrack Clanghammer that Vers Never provided you with a tuning fork to the Shadowfell. At the cost of some of your blood, you received said tuning fork, a piece of obsidian from the city. Each of you in turn paid the toll. Axel, you learned some information on Artemis Entriri, a former associate of Jarlaxle, the preeminent assassin across the Sword Coast 30 to 50 years prior, who was supposedly dead. You also learned that the Neverwinter branch of Aurora's realms had relocated to the Rock of Brawl, a comet that passed by the world of Toril, which is where the Sword Coast is on, several months back. At this point, you find yourselves in Waterdeep, having finished the conversation with Lord Kensington, and as you stepped out of the manor, you learned that none other but Renaer Neverember, son to the man that Barrack Clanghammer pretends to be, had been assassinated, bringing the death of 2 masked lords to the city of Waterdeep. The surprised cries of citizens around you, the street filling with people to grab the leaflets sold by one of the newsy boys running up and down the street. Everyone seems afraid in the streets. What would you guys like to do?
I think we should take some time to discuss all this, what we think's going on, figure out where our heads are at. Yeah, what do you guys think? All these murders.
I want to go solve the mystery. Go run
Murders
around,
are
search
bad.
for information.
You want to solve it, Vincent?
Yeah, I want to solve it.
Well, do you have any thoughts on who might be suspects?
No, but I think the best way to find out is just boots on the ground. Hit the streets, see what people are chatting. Maybe pay for some information.
Riku's like, I have a few thoughts, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the people here would agree. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
People here like us?
No, the people in charge.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We gotta be careful when we talk to the black staff, how much information. I was thinking maybe you should try to convince her to stop spying on your father so that we can, talk to him. Maybe we offer we could protect him. He could come hang out with us, and then boom, she doesn't need to keep an eye on him.
So
are you
it's
trying
funny
to?
that you actually mentioned Lord Kensington because it is at this point that him and the guard who was stationed at the front of the gate, because you're basically outside of the compound still while you're having this conversation.
Yeah.
He and the guards step out and he goes, oh, you haven't really left. I just received message from the Blackstaff that I'm to come to her residence, Blackstaff Tower, immediately. So I am on my way to do so. This guard is fetching me a carriage. Uh,
Well, I
shall
suppose
you
we should.
join
We
me?
should. Yeah, we shall accompany you,
Yeah, got
Father.
room for 4 more.
We'll get the larger of the carriages. And you go to sort of all go around the back of Grelhund Manor, and they bring out a carriage drawn by a horse. 2 horses, actually, considering the number of you. Um, well, and the carriage begins to go down the streets. This is pleasant, isn't it?
Vincent wants to keep an eye on outside of the carriage.
Yeah,
Make a perception check.
maybe I was gonna say like me and maybe Riku should like fly like outside behind and above the carriage to see if anyone's following
I
us.
just, yeah, we're
Riku would pull out his broom. He's like, "Someone needs to fly. They can take this if they'd like. I'm gonna stay with him," and like gestures to his dad.
Vincent, you wanna join me in the air?
no, I'm with my bow. I'm gonna like
You
just
can still fly
like,
and use
hang
your
on-
bow.
not bow with not with like my I don't have like
Your
wings or anything.
borrow Riku's broom.
Yeah,
Oh, the broom.
yeah.
All right, fine. I'll take the broom and keep watch.
Yeah,
Okay.
so me and Vincent
It's
aerial
not
support.
attunement or anything, so you can just use it.
All right, I'll borrow it.
You take off into the air on the broom. Sir Venom, you also take off into the air.
Yeah, I take like a higher elevation than Vincent and keep watch with my magic spyglass.
Gotcha. And go ahead and give me a. I'm gonna say even the magic spyglass. You can use it at different times if you need to. So go ahead and roll for that for a perception check.
Riku says, "Say hi to Hansel if you see him."
Well,
I
that's
got a
where I was going with
23
this.
for mine.
So I rolled a 36.
Holy shit. Okay.
Not
Um,
20.
Say what?
So you can see everything from somebody over on Del Zorin Street having a coffee to an argument down on Tarnath Street between 2 men. It looks like over some paperwork. You're not sure of what, but considering they're pointing at a for sale sign, you suspect it's over some property. You can see whatever you would like in quite a large radius, effectively. You even see maybe a pickpocket or two, but no danger on the horizon. Vincent, the same goes for you. The one thing that you do notice, Vincent, is that there are Griffin riders headed your way, 1 or 2 of them by the looks of it. But as they approach and they recognize you, considering you are heroes of the city and have been awarded as such, they salute and actually do probably like a big circle and keep a perimeter around you and the carriage as it heads towards nowhere other than the Blackstaff's tower.
Police escort.
Pretty much.
Vincent gives him a very polite thank you look, nod of approval, or acknowledge that they're there.
The travel takes a little while. It's about a 30-minute trip down to the Blackstaff's tower. You are able to pass the time as you wish. I don't know if there's anything happening with Lord Kensington in the carriage. I don't want to take that away from you if there's something there, Riku.
I suppose Riku would sort of be like, "So, do you have any leads, any suspicions on what might be going on here? You seem pretty at ease given the circumstances." Riku raises an eyebrow.
Oh, and your dad sort of looks out across the street and all the people pointing at the new broadsheet, because as they go down the high road, you see more kids basically, selling these broadsheets, and they just say "murder, never ember" very clearly on the front. And your dad has sort of cottoned on to the fact that there's a second murder in the city. Well, and he sort of looks around, and the guard is up front. Probably can't hear Lord Kensington at this moment in time. Sort of shoots a glance to Axel. I can trust you two, right?
Of course. What kind of question is that? Riku looks surprised.
Uh, not necessarily the one you may expect. Just, well, with the first murder, I thought it prudent to potentially maybe leave the city tomorrow. I didn't tell you, I know, earlier, just because I didn't want it to look bad, but, get away from all this. Maybe get out from under whatever is happening here.
Riku's
Gives you
like, well,
sort of
that's the thing. Since you're masked, it wouldn't be as, suspicious. Riku kind of darts a glance as, if you weren't masked.
clearly they know who the masked lords are. And so my suspicions are one of
It's
the other
not,
masked
it's,
lords.
it's not they, it's everyone else I'm worried about.
Yeah. We were
They'll,
told.
they'll, we're gonna smoke them out, Riku says, but we want to make sure you're safe, obviously.
We were told that the person's doing this because they want the masked lords to unmask themselves. So why, if they already knew who you guys were, why would they, like, that doesn't.
I don't.
Have you been
Like-
blackmailed at all before this by anybody?
Oh, blackmail's just a part of the job. Lord Kensington sort of waves his hand. Some of the other mass lords and I, we like to joke around. We make plays at one another now and then, politically speaking. We ensure that sometimes our goods go missing in terms of our businesses, but no, nothing serious like this, not death.
So you all know who each other are?
Well, you figure it out pretty quickly. A dwarf is a dwarf in a room, regardless of whether they have a mask on or not. An elf is an elf, and well, he sort of points at himself. Just a man.
Thing is, Father, one can appear to be one way and be completely different depending on their means. He says.
Roll a persuasion check. You see it sort of dawn on his face that somehow he had not fully put together that there's a good chance that one of the other mass lords, or if not all or many of the other mass lords, could always be using illusion magic to disguise themselves.
Yeah.
You also now realize that your father is not a very savvy political operator in that way.
What?
That's embarrassing.
Well, you see Riku kind of just like changes clothes. He's like, simple things, they can go a long way, and then change them back.
He sort of sits back. Now he looks concerned. You've persuaded him appropriately.
Yep. So always keep your head on swivel, Pops. Riku like slaps him on the shoulder.
It's at this point that the cart stops, and you have now reached the Blackstaff Tower.
You said it took 30 minutes for 10 of those 30 minutes. Could I have come down, alighted on the roof of the carriage, and got our telepathy up?
Sure, I will allow that. What does the spell require?
And that one I think. Oh, where is it?
What's it called?
Rary's telepathic bond. Pieces of eggshell from two different kinds of creatures that are not consumed.
Well,
Gotcha.
You're in luck. Vincent, I think, produces eggs.
Okay. Yeah, no issue with
Offensive.
that.
You're offended.
And then I defer to Riku,
Uh-huh.
if he wants us to include his dad in the telepathy or not.
Sure. My dad's a nice guy, and he's we want to keep him up to date with everything. Riku
Yeah,
says.
and he would never murder his own father in cold blood or anything like that. So he's trustworthy.
Well, that was complicated.
All right.
Patricide always is.
You bring yourselves into a telepathic bond, and you can hear the surprise of your father temporarily. Oh, well, this is handy. I can see that some of us are well prepared. Gives you all sort of a wink. Shall we? He exits the cart and is ushered into Blackstaff Tower.
Riku within everyone's mind's eye said, "Remember, guys, this lady has a thing for me, so don't screw that up."
Wow. Is that Alistair?
You see several different individuals, and I will put you all in here
Oh shit.
together. You see Mert, none other than Mertonius, the Open Lord, former Masked Lord. You see the Black Staff, Tanara Hadore. Tanora Hadare, excuse me. You see Lord Kensington, obviously. You see an elf who you do not recognize, but who is swiftly introduced to you as Alistair. You see a dwarf who is introduced to you as Bastila Stonemarrow. And you see a woman, an elven woman, and she looks like she's got an apron on. She actually looks like she's dressed like a barmaid. Where is she? Sorry, I had her name here somewhere. Madame Esteviava, which you recognize as the name of the elven woman that Casimir Velikov sort of had the hots for. Mert at this point goes, "Oh, good, good, good. Roosters, you're here." And the Black Staff ushers you in. Excellent. Oh, we're all here. All 5 living masked lords. She sort of points at herself and the 4 others who are not Mert. Mert, what would you like to say? And he sort of looks at you roosters and he goes, it's really good that a lot of you are here too. And, well, we have a few things to discuss. First and foremost, Tanara Hadare can confirm none of them is disguising themselves in any way. This area is currently under an anti-magic field. This entire chamber, as a matter of fact. So, no teleporting in and out even. Isn't that right, Blackstaff? She nods, looks across at you. All of you, if you look at your magic items, if they glow, if they have a sheen to them, if they have magic sort of shining off them in some way, they look dulled, they don't emit anything. You've now stepped into an anti-magic field.
Yeah, my armor changes my appearance, and it makes it so you typically don't see my helmet or like my boots. They just look like my helmet's not there, and my boots look like normal boots. But if that's true, then you can see my helmet and you can see my fancy boots.
And it's very clear to everyone that you are a incredibly well decked out set of adventurers. In fact, you are effectively the like a absurdly comically, you are the knights of the battlefield, but because of the magic items that you have. And it's very clear to everyone how well stocked you are. That said, Axel, what is your carry capacity and how much do you have on you?
Well, right now, Axel has 100. Yeah, well, see, the complicated part is a lot of stuff is
My thing.
it's kind of like what you calls it, it's a custom stuff, so there's no like
Gotcha.
weight to stuff, but it says 176 out of 375 because I
Okay.
got a lot of stuff in the portable hole.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm not going to worry about it. I was just wondering if, because your strength was a 25 with the, I believe it's the belt.
Yeah.
I was wondering if suddenly, like toggling that off, if that would cause you to be like encumbered.
So the magic stuff, it just turns our magic stuff off. It doesn't like. Did you say something about like our magic items glowing? Like we don't glow, do we? Like all
No, well, if somebody were to cast detect magic, all of the magic items on your body would glow to them from their vision. But like your magic items do all stop functioning within an anti-magic field.
Yeah. Well,
Like my helmet usually glows. Like
there is
it
one
emits
item.
light.
We might have. We'll worry about that if it gets there.
Yeah. Well, what about Axel's eyes? It's still on fire.
It would not be. No, it
Oh,
would not be on fire. It is a dun sphere within the eye socket.
Yeah, we can't talk in our brains now.
Cannot. But you have been invited into the first floor of the Blackstaff's tower. And Mert goes, well, let's catch you up on everything. And they quickly and briefly tell you of the two individuals who have been killed. One, you may have even met yourselves, I believe, Renaer Neverember, son to Lord Neverember, i.e., the person that Barrack Clanghammer and Vars Never are pretending to rule Neverwinter as. And the other is an individual named Athragast Ulbrinter. Athragast Ulbrinter has been one of the Mass Lords for about 15 years at this point. And he was previously married to Romalia Haventree, an agent of the Harpers, and a friend and former adventurer of Mertz. They have 2 children. They have lived in Waterdeep all of their lives. And during the 1480s, DR, so about 40-ish years ago at this point, they were part of a group with Mert in his youth who helped fight off the Zentarum and beat the Cult of the Dragon. So, former adventurer. Good guy. Nonetheless, both of them are dead, and the only evidence they had in the case so far, or in either situation that they've noticed, is that the heads of both individuals have been taken. And at this point, the Blackstaff's pipes up because it had been Mert who had been telling you all this information. And she says, my suspicion there is that we can't cast Speak with the Dead.
Ah. Well, that is a dirty trick, and you know their stuff is what it seems like.
hey, so the ones that were killed, are they blocked from being revived?
Without their heads, I don't know. Can we revive them? And she looks at you.
I believe, yeah. I don't need no heads.
What magic spell would you use?
Raise dead?
Resurrection. Touch a dead creature that has been dead for no more than a century, that didn't die of old age, and that isn't undead. If its soul is free and willing, the target returns to life with all of its hit points. Spell closes all mortal wounds and restores any missing body parts.
Oh, look at that.
Wow. All right. And she says, if you have the power to do this, and you can bring these souls back, please.
You see
We should
Riku
try.
kind of smile, and he's like, "Hey, everything can be done for a price."
Yeah, I look at her and I'm like, it's it's quite the doozy of a spell. I would need a pretty large diamond that would probably cost at least 1,000 gold. And I would need a day to prepare the spell, and then after I cast it, I would need a day before I can cast any other spells again. Very, very taxing with me.
Yeah,
Indeed.
and then Riku says, like he announces, he's like, "Imagine that undoing someone's hard work," and just kind of like glances at like everyone in the room.
I think
Make a persuasion check as you say that, Riku.
Riku highly suspects someone in this room is behind all this.
Yeah,
we are.
At this
Forgetting-
point, Mert
it was
sort
like
of
it
looks
should
at
have been
you.
an intimidation. So
I mean, he got a natural 20. He's got a 35. So good enough is what I would say. Everyone sort of turns and looks at you as you say this. And, well, boy, says the man pointed to as Alistair, sort of slinks around from behind the column. Sounds like those words have meaning to them. Oh, don't, nothing to fight about here, lads, but look, that's part of the reason why we've all been called here. theoretically, if you're all under lock and key and safe here, at which point Madame Viava says, "Wait a minute, what do you mean under lock and key?" And Ballista Stone Marrow goes, "Are you to tell us, Mert, that we have to stay here?" Lord Kensington kind of goes, "This does not look comfortable." It is
Would
a
you
stone
prefer that
chamber.
or being killed and then being brought back by this one? He points to Sir Venom.
They all sort of look around at each other. "He makes a fair point, Alistair," says Madame Estaviava. They all sort of look
If
back.
no one here is really responsible, then having you all together will surely find out that's true.
And Tanar Hadore, "My thoughts exactly. I did have one other thought. And, well, this is why," and she glances at Mer, we had this idea. This is why we're happy to have you here, Roosters. Speaking with them, bringing them back, I think it should be done regardless. The other thought, though, because, well, I can't bring anyone back, and I didn't realize you could, was to basically use everybody here as bait, myself included. I am technically a masked lord.
Well, if no one in this room is actually the culprit, then that would not be terrible. We don't have to make it public that we're bringing them back, and we can, continue with your plan of luring the culprit out. Because
We're
if
kind
someone
of
was here, like if someone here was responsible, they can't even get word to their people to attack us, right? Because they'd have to use magical means, I assume.
Mert, Tenora look at each other and nod. "Well, that's all part of the process here. And we are sorry to weaken you substantially." And he sort of looks across here. "I understand that a lot of your power probably comes from magical items, but our thoughts at the moment are simply, keeping everyone safest."
We can get by.
Uh,
And I turn to Tenora and be like, so where like the two that have been killed, where are their bodies being kept?
Well, at this point in time, they're being kept in separate morgues within their respective areas of Waterdeep, depending on the ward. I believe Renair Neverembers was down in the dock ward. He was a fan of the people, as they say. And Ulbrinter's body is up in the sea ward.
We should send word to have them retrieved.
You mean to cast the spells here?
Yeah,
Well,
we wouldn't be able
not
to, we
within
wouldn't be able
this
to do it here.
ward, not within the warding area, but you could nearby, right? Yep, you have somewhere within this tower that isn't warded, I assume.
I do. And frankly, it's not a bad idea. I just simply hadn't considered it. Actually, maybe it's the best idea, because then they would be here with us safe, but also still bait? She sort of looks around at everyone.
yeah.
Sure.
Riku's our idea guy.
I like it.
Because you got a teleportation circle here, right?
It starts to laugh. Do I ever?
Do anybody you suspect might be doing this know how to use that and could just teleport in here into the tower?
They would need to know the teleportation sigil. I do not give that out freely.
I was gonna
There is
say
always a
probably mostly only the people in this room and maybe a handful others.
There's
Okay.
always that chance.
Yeah. So we got two bodies need resurrected. Sir Venom, how long do you think this will take to get these two people resurrected?
I could do the first one tomorrow, and then the second one the day after that.
Okay. Because we're on a bit of a time crunch here.
If Riku says if you want, we could go to a few local bars and have some people start spreading the word about if we want whoever to find things out faster.
Ooh.
Yeah, we setting up a long
If
con.
we're trying to lure someone out,
Yeah.
Yeah. What are we doing? What are we setting bait for someone?
We could say, hey, we heard the masked lords are held up in the Blackstaff's tower. You know, we could just go to every bar in the area and say that, and then just be like, did you hear that? Why don't you tell your friends? And I can, use this fancy new spell I have to literally make them do it.
I mean, if
Okay.
we wanted to do that, we could always just
Yeah, I
have
like that.
the Blackstaff herself announce to the city that, like, in lieu of all
So
the murdering that's been going on,
Oh,
we're keeping all the masked lords safe in my tower for the time being.
is that is
So
that uh
or do you?
is that something within your capability? Riku looks to the Blackstaff.
It is. And
You-
actually, all of you sort of remember her shouting across the city at one point in time.
Yeah.
Or do
No,
you
that's
want it
cool.
to? Or should it come from like the underground? You know
And
what I
we
mean?
we
Like,
should
should
no,
we
I
spread
like this.
false?
And we should also tell them they're free to patrol the streets, and we're gonna lighten up the guards. Meanwhile, we can move the guards closer to the tower but hidden.
Riku, your dad, who had sort of been in the background of the conversation and everything, finally pipes up and he goes, one thought. Considering the Blackstaff is a masked lord, and considering that at the moment she herself is under lock and key and can't cast any spells, maybe she should stay here with us.
Of course.
Uh,
But she could at least make the announcement and then come back.
and Mert sort of gives Lord Kensington a look. Alistair goes, "No, I think Lord Kensington's right." And he sort of gives a look at the Blackstaff.
Everyone looking at each other for?
What's all these looks happening over here? Riku looks at everyone.
If you guys want, you can make an insight check.
Yup, we're doing that.
I
I don't have the best insight, but we're going for it.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Rolled a 1.
Oh
And
god, that's pretty bad.
I also have the magical means to write messages in the clouds.
Pretty good from Sir Venom. Do you want to roll
Oh,
one,
yeah,
Vincent, or
Oh,
insight?
Yeah, do it.
Oh, I will. I will. Insight. Oh, I got good insight. Hopefully.
Pretty good. Yeah. Lord Kensington has thrown suspicion on the Blackstaff, and it dawns on you that at this moment in time, she can't do anything to use her powers, and that is actually probably an advantage in case, as Lord Kensington is sort of
Hinting she's the one.
insinuating, if she is hurting the other masked lords or involved in this in some way. And
Ah,
so Lord Kensington is essentially insinuating or suggesting that keeping her here is probably for the best because it removes her from suspicion.
they're all suspicious of each other, including the
much so.
Blackstaff. Okay. All right. Riku kind of picks up. He's smelling what they're stepping in. He's like, all right, yeah.
Axel, you didn't catch
We'll
any of
take
that.
care of the
Nah.
we'll take care of the announcements then. Riku says, "You guys stay here, safe and sound."
Yeah, well, spread. I think we should spread the word, like,
Word of mouth.
not on purpose. Yeah, like, well, not on purpose. Like, we should just be like talking loudly and have people overhear us. Like, you know, like
Well,
information they're not supposed to have, type thing. Not like public information. Is what I was thinking.
you mean so you want to like go flex, as the roosters and just like,
They're
assume
like,
people
oh,
are going to
hey,
be
I
listening to our
heard.
conversations?
Yeah,
Oh,
like we could just say it loudly and drunk or something, and be like, oh yeah, I heard so and so is held up here.
How
I
about
hope.
this? How about Riku books a bunch of gigs around the city and goes and performs, and then like afterwards, you guys just like, or during the performance and like afterwards, you mingle with the crowd and just start spreading these rumors.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
it
but they're not
sounds
actually
like.
rumors though.
Look,
All right.
Axel might be able to do it because I'm from. Axel's from Waterdeep, and I might know people that could
Yeah,
help.
you can be our tour guide.
Yeah.
How about we do that? Let's do this over the course of a couple nights. We're going around bar hopping basically, and I'm gonna be like performing while you guys are just mingling with the crowd, just fucking talking. Like basically, we're just gonna act like everything's cool and like we're hot shots, and just try to lure the bad guys. You know, make us look like we're weak, even though we're like we're all gloating, and we think everything's under control, and we're gonna try to appear weak to the people responsible. Kind of like that idea. What do you guys think?
Sounds like Riku just wants to go on a
Yeah.
world tour, but yeah.
Yeah,
I
maybe do a
think we
little
should be
gambling,
Riku.
little gambling,
I
little
think we
whoring.
should. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
They're sort of like looking at you guys as you're talking about all this amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's not the worst idea. The black staff, she, I don't know. Everyone sort of looks at her. She looks around at everyone. I mean, I guess this is as good as it'll get. Will you set a guard? And she sort of looks at you all.
A guard?
Well, just because there's no magic allowed in and out doesn't mean that somebody wouldn't be able to come through the front door. I mean, we have guards, but
we're way more badass.
Oh yeah, we're
than, like,
gonna
normal
part of
guards.
the plan is we're gonna lighten up the patrols around the city and try to focus most of them around the tower, but like more indirectly. Not like out in the street to see, but like maybe stationed in houses like around the tower, like watching the street.
And
Right.
Obviously we'll pay off the local residents to for stationing them in their house, but
and
and to keep quiet.
Sir Venom can stay behind as a higher level magical badass guard, because he's not super stealthy and kind of in with the cool kids like you guys are, with like the underground elements.
What do you mean stealthy? Where do you think we're going?
Oh, you're like causing rumors and stuff. He can stay behind, and he can like write messages in the sky saying that, like, the hidden mask people safe in Blackstaff Tower. No need to worry.
I feel like spreading the rumor won't take that long, because Axel might know how to get this done. You know what I'm saying?
Axel,
Yeah.
what is your
You
idea?
know where the rumor mill is?
You're staying
Well,
quiet.
I have connects around the city,
All right. Well, then you go make that happen while Riku sings his songs at a bar.
Okay. Yeah.
And Vincent Gallivant's doing his thing, and Sir Venom guards the masked lords.
Come on with me, Vincent.
Yeah, I'll go with you. I'll listen to the songs. Spread some. I want to be detective, so I'm gonna go boots on the ground.
I'll toss Vincent one of my flutes and be like, there you go, you can play backup for Riku. It's easy to figure out. Just blow into it.
okay. Where would you guys like to start with this then? Whichever portion of this plan you would like to do first.
I want to also have our songs be like the songs I'm singing are gonna be like original, sort of telling our tales, and then like the final one, I'm gonna be like, this one pertains to our situation, and it's gonna be about all the masked lords in the black staff held up in the tower.
Gotcha.
Very subtle.
Exactly.
Yeah, and Vincent will just be hanging around whatever establishment we go to first, and just drink and chit chat with the locals, and just kind of spread the word.
And are you going to the same places together, different places?
Yeah, I'm gonna escort him around.
Okay.
We're going
And,
in the buddy system.
and Sir Venom, you're staying the entire time?
Yeah, I'll stay as a guard.
Okay. How long are you going to do this for, guys? In terms
And,
of those of you going from tavern to tavern?
What are you thinking? Actually, are you gonna like direct us towards the best places to go, or are you have something else in mind?
So, part of my background is this feature called Ear to the Ground where I have like connections with underworld people, and I might have a friend who could help with spreading words. So that's what I would do. Apparently, I have a friend, a hill dwarf friend, that I will use.
What? You
Yeah,
have an actual friend?
yeah.
He's from Waterdeep.
I'm from Water. Man, I got a lot of friends in Waterdeep.
Ram.
Oh, there you go.
What's this other person?
What is it? The other that what's it? The mountain dwarf, not hill dwarf, mountain dwarf.
Yeah, well, I have a network of smugglers who are willing to help me in tight situations.
Do you?
Yeah, it's part of my smuggler background.
Oh,
Called Down Low.
gotcha.
I could stay at safe houses at certain cities.
Felt is one of them.
Oh, there you go.
Horton
But
Ian's
anyway.
room. Okay, so then off to the bar we go. Is that right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
I take like actual suggestions on some bars to get started.
Let's
probably
go
like some of the
to-
the busier ones, basically.
Gotcha. There are 3 different bars. There is an oddity in this that you may have noticed in your wanderings around the city. The yawning portal is closed. It has now been closed for several years. Sounds like Durgan went back down the hole and has shut up shop, at least for now. Nobody knows when he'll be back, which is uh, a surprise to some and not a surprise to those who have been in Waterdeep for a long time. He's been known to do this before. That being said, we start in the Simple Tavern, and I will put 3 of you in here, and I can load in some NPCs as needed. The one thing that you do notice pretty quickly as you enter, the bar is relatively empty, and you suspect that there's a good reason for it. There was a for sale sign outside as you enter the bar. And it looks like there's only one bartender, an older half-orc gentleman, and he is doing his best to man the bar.
So I guess
So
this
there's
isn't.
not many people in here.
Yeah.
Not many. I'm going to put a few in. There's a dwarf, there's a human, and then there are 2 elves. Most everyone's just keeping to themselves, from what you can see.
The quiet place, Riku.
Yeah, I thought there was bars around here that actually had people in them. Looks around.
Well, hey, it's a real grassroots, operation. So let's grab a drink, make the best of it. Maybe we'll check out a new place if these folks don't seem interesting.
So
So Vincent will go up to the bar and order a round of drinks for the lads.
Oh,
And,
sure.
give the bartender a look like hey, we got a performer here, and kind of nudges Riku.
Hey, mind if I play a few songs?
Yeah, have at it. He seems really
Alright.
weary. He begins pouring mugs of ale.
Where's where's all the patrons? Where's everybody?
I mean, I don't know. Business has been slowing down in here last year or so. I can't keep up with the repairs. He sort of points at the floorboards, broken items across the rooms. You can see that there's like moldy cheese on one of the plates on the bar itself. I get it. I get it. I probably wouldn't come here too often myself, but the ale's cheap right now. And he looks at you, Axel. Have I seen you before around here? Um, 15 years ago, Axel, when you were younger, this place was hopping. It was always packed. It was always busy and lively. Seems that it's pretty down on its luck at this
Ye-
point in time.
Yeah, yeah, I've been around here. So you own the place?
Yep, Urquhart.
I saw the
Uh,
you got a for sale sign out there with the how much you selling? What are you selling
I'm gonna
for?
go lighten the mood, Riku says.
Roll performance check if you do start playing Riku. Urquhart looks at you and goes, I mean, ideally, I'm trying to get 10,000 gold for the place.
10,000.
I mean, it's a two-story tavern. It's in a good spot in Waterdeep. It's got character to it. Doesn't have a lot of charm at the moment, considering the state it's in.
Oh, I might be interested in buying it.
And again, satellite.
You got any
Satellite.
you got any offers?
I've got a few under asking at this point. And he sort of points out across the street. There's a bar down there called oh gosh, what's that place called again? And you can see now why this place is probably on on the down and low, on the down and out. Um, he's just struggling. He's just an older gentleman who is sort of taking his time. That's right. The ceasefire. The ceasefire. I mean, they built that place, I don't know, 5 or 10 years ago, and they've given me an offer to sort of just undercut their competition. Uh, I mean, look, it's okay if you guys move on after a song or two and head there, but 10,000 gold, take it or leave it. And he sort of looks at
Yeah.
you, his words just wandering, and you get the sense he probably struggles with this place.
Yeah. You know, I actually might be interested in buying it. Not right this second though. Kind of here on business. But yeah. This other place you're talking about, it's doing pretty well. Lots of folks.
Oh yeah, it's like this place used to be.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck with that. But yeah, you might be hearing from me in a couple days. Might be interested
All
in
right.
buying. Yeah.
Seems to his
Yeah,
face
name's
sort of like
Axel. Okay, by the way. It's my name.
picks your hand.
Yeah.
His face is definitely brighter too. Oh, all right. If yeah, let me know if you're willing to put in an offer.
All right.
And it's been a long time since the boys have been on the road. We haven't really had too many quiet moments. And Riku's kind of just feeling the vibe of the shithole bar. And he's kind of putting his heart and soul into these few songs here.
Yeah, apparently, natural 20 for a 35.
Damn.
Everyone sort of pauses drinking, as a matter of fact, and they all sort of turn and look at you, and they listen to your like mournful, sorrowful songs about Barovia, your jaunty songs about the Rishemalese with their accents, and whatever else it is that you decide to say. And what in particular do you want to convey to folk about the situation with the Masked Lords?
The city's safe, and they're in good hands, and the masked lords are all protected in the Black Staff's tower under her protection.
Under her watchful gaze. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Vincent, what are you doing?
Just small talking the folks. Maybe gauging trying to see what they know about the Masked Lord situation.
Yeah, roll an investigation or a. I don't know. Is there something you think you should roll for this?
No, just like a performance, if anything.
A performance?
Just
Okay.
like acting.
Gotcha. Deception, then, if you want.
Deception. Yeah, even better.
Um, you literally trying to talk to people while Riku is performing, and after like a I don't know 20 seconds of this, one of the elven women sort of turns to you. Shh, I'm watching this master of the what instrument were you playing, Riku?
My very fancy and elegant lute.
Yeah, I'm watching this master of the lute. Please, I never expected to see this tonight. This is fantastic. And she like sort of like turns her back away to you and like is even willing to like go to the other chair.
Oh, Vincent get up and leave.
You're there for about 15 minutes, all said and done. Um, everyone bursts into applause for you, Riku. The gnome runs forward. That was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Where can we find you, other knights?
I don't come here too often, but if you'd like, we're going to a few other bars this evening. If you care to join us, we'll just follow us.
Oh my goodness! And they actually all sort of stand up, and Utgard goes, "Oh, oh no!" And they're actually going to follow you out of the bar.
Yeah, we'll take all the patrons here to the next
Yeah,
bar.
let's go to the next place.
Okay.
Enrico says, "You know what? I'll even play a tune while we walk there."
How about this? On the way out, Vincent gives the guy a couple gold.
Okay. Oh, thank you very much. That'll probably cover costs for the night. Actually, that's. Have a good evening, folk. He puts the close sign on the door as you all leave. Um, do you go to the Ceasefire, the bar that he suggested, or there's other bars around if you would like?
We're gonna go on a little tour, I think. But we definitely got to go to the ceasefire. If that's the
Yeah,
one
it
he
sounds
told
like it's
us about.
popping.
You guys should
Yeah.
stop by that place. I think we've heard of it called Prestige Worldwide. I hear that's a pretty good bar.
Sure, well,
I assume right now we're in. What ward are we in? Because if Axel's. Yeah, what.
You
oh yeah, and when we go outside, Vincent wants to look around up in the sky and see if there was he notices any ravens and or griffin riders.
Rico's feeling hot and he wants to go to that popular bar.
okay?
Yeah,
So
we're on our way there.
make a perception check for the Raven portion of that. You're currently in the Castle Ward, Axel.
Okay.
So I don't know if you want to go to a specific ward in particular or if that works well for you. And the ceasefire is within the castle ward. It's right down the street. In particular, it's actually at the intersection of the castle ward and the trades ward on the corner of the High Road and Waterdeep Way. So it's at a really popular juncture.
Yeah, let's head there.
As we're leaving, Axel would mention to Riku that this bar is only 10 grand.
Yeah, we should invest in it maybe. If we can get it for like tuck them down, I'm sure it'll take like 6, 7, 8, and then we have a little satellite set up here in is this Waterdeep?
Yeah, Vince is right. We could undercut him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just.
But I like the idea. I second the idea is the point of it. I like that
Okay.
idea too.
Yeah. Yeah, I just didn't want to. I told him we'd be back.
Well,
so
we
maybe do
gotta
that.
probably replace him and do some renovations. But yeah, I like the idea. Shenanigans 2.0 satellite office.
Sort of sitting over the edge of Waterdeep Way and the High Road at the corner of the Castle Ward, you find very quickly the Ceasefire, which is this really well appointed inn that sits up on a bit of a hillock overlooking both of the streets. Behind it is a tower with that sort of overlooks like the alleyways in the back. And you can see that there are many lights on the inside, and you suspect it's quite a popular place.
Is their logo a griffin?
It is.
Nice.
Yeah. Was there any griffin riders riding around?
23, yeah. You do see one or two off in the distance, maybe even up to a half mile away. You could only make them out as it is getting dark, and you see their silhouette up against the sky.
Oh, all right. Well, Vincent just like sees the griffin riders and Just kind of yawns over him.
This is a cool looking establishment.
Is.
Yeah, this place. No wonder this place is hopping. Let's go check it out. How do we get? Do we got to take a crane to get up there? Little
No,
winch?
you're able to go up a ramp, and I will put you
Whose tower is
guys.
that?
I don't know. I'll put you guys in the bar, and I will put a bunch of folk in the bar as well. I didn't think you were going to go gallivanting like this, so I just didn't have that portion of this ready. But that's easy enough to do.
You always know we're gonna go gallivanting.
Oh, and there's a stage ready to go for Riku.
Oh,
Yeah. Hmm.
There are multiple folk in every section of this bar, and there's actually an entire band on the stage already. I'll just put a few people up there, and then I'm just gonna scatter folk around the bar. Let's see. The people that you brought with you, they're like, "Oh, that lute player is fantastic." You can see them telling folks and pointing at you as you enter. Let's see.
yeah, but we brought a crowd with us.
Yeah.
Did.
Yeah, have them just like follow me to the stage.
Would
Just go in front of the
Well,
stage.
Like applauding all behind us, like a gaggle.
so when we enter this place, are people sitting down? They're on their feet? Are they So I'd be looking to see if there's any like a grouping of just, like shadier looking types.
Yeah. Make a insight check.
You say seedy looking types?
Yeah, shady.
Yeah. All right.
And what did you get?
17.
17. There is one guy in particular whose eyes consistently move around the room in a way that makes you believe he may be looking for targets. Pickpock, something of that nature. And that would be this human male individual over here with the beard and mustache.
Human man.
He's just sitting all by himself.
Yeah.
I'll try to do this without looking like I'm making trying to make a move on him.
Advance.
Yeah.
The seat's taken?
Yeah, no, I just pull out a cigar, ask him in Thieves' Cant if he's got a light.
Gotcha. As you pull up the stool and sit down, you give the under the table rap that you remember giving at times across Waterdeep to signify you know what he's up to. He sort of turns over his gaze to you, gives you sort of look up and down, realizes that you're probably a pretty strong adventurer, and he gives the return rap. And he sort of eyes a number of individuals listening to music over here. You see this individual that he sort of glanced to is very clearly a well-dressed nobleman. And he sort of sips his drink. He goes, "Can I help you, friend?"
Yeah. Well, I couldn't help but notice. Looks like you're having a nice little look around there. I was seeing if you're interested in maybe making some gold. I might have some work for you there.
Always easier to take a job that falls into your lap than
Yeah.
one you have to cause to fall.
Yeah, you hear about this hear about these murders, these masked lord murders?
Indeed, I have. And again, he sort of looks at you, and then he actually looks over at Riku and Vincent in different sections of the bar. You and your friends have something to do with it?
No, maybe not. Look, we might know at this moment that all of the mass lords are all held up over at the where the Blackstaff Towers.
Don't we all?
Yeah, they're just sitting up there all by himself. Yeah, it's they're just kind of I heard somebody say they don't even have access to their magic up there. There's
How loudly are you saying this to him?
well, I assume the music is kind of, drowning out a little bit. So I'm just talking and,
In between songs, Rika would like approach the band and ask to join them.
Yeah, the music has not yet stopped, but it does appear that this song's probably ending pretty soon. You do know this this sort of jaunty verse from Amon, and you believe that it should wrap up in about 2 more choruses. Um, yeah, he's looking at you and he goes, "Well, can help spread the word if you've got the coin to assist in that."
yeah, we're trying to, you know, trying to smoke them out. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to give them a scare, get them out of there. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I'll
Make
pull
a
out, give them like, I guess it's like what, 20 gold. 20 gold do the trick.
make a persuasion check at advantage.
Okay, this is 8.
Uh, it's not amazing. He sort of is surprised. I can do that. And he, under the table, takes the pouch or takes the coin, pockets it. Is there anything else you want to say to him before he's off?
So he's eyeing this guy.
Yeah.
I'll do a little roll on him just to see if I can give him any. Maybe there's something I see that he hasn't seen yet.
Okay.
Give
Make
him a little.
a investigation or probably a perception check, I would say.
Okay. Like, if there's any oh yeah, I don't see shit.
I'm gonna say you actually think that there's a chance now that you've like given him a bit more of a an up and down, um, that the 20 gold that you gave him is probably like maybe double what he was expecting to pickpocket off of this guy. He is dressed as a noble, but you have a sneaking suspicion that he probably doesn't have a ton of money on him. Why would you need to for a night out at the bar? Probably
Yeah.
2 gold would get you anything you wanted within reason. And if it's just a simple meal and some drinks. And this is probably actually a good haul for your friend.
Yeah.
As he wanders away.
As I get up, I look at him and I look at the guy he's checking out, and I just say, "Looks can be deceiving," and go off into the shadows.
And he leaves. Riku. Uh, as you gain the stage, or as you approach the stage, they sort of look at you.
I'm not up there yet.
No, not yet. This half-orc bouncer sort of comes up. Can I help you?
I just like to help my friends here perform a few songs if they are open to the idea.
The gnome who followed you from the bar goes, "Yeah, let the lute player get up on the stage." And you just actually hear like a few cheers from the other folk who had followed you. Yeah, he's amazing. I want to see more.
Sorry,
And the
I
orc looks
brought a
around.
crowd with me. I didn't mean to, but they enjoyed my playing so much last time. They followed me.
The individual who has the flute walks over. What's your name, Bod?
Ah, it's Azai Riku. You see him do like a formal bow. Of the Roosters. I don't know if you've heard of us. We run a small little bar up north called Shenanigans.
You hear cawing from the crowd.
Riku of the Roosters. The dwarf who had been playing like a bass lute steps over. Like
That's right.
the owner of Shenanigans, Heroes of Waterdeep, the folk who were supposed to find the Order of the Gauntlet.
Oh,
You see
shit.
Riku kind of put hands on hip and smile, do a pose. The same one.
The bassist and the flute player sort of look at each other. They look back at the organist. He kind of shrugs and goes, "Yeah, why not? Get up here." And they go back to
All
their
right.
instruments.
You want me to take the lead, or you guys want to start and I'll follow?
Take the lead. I don't know. If you brought a crowd, let's see what you're good for.
All right, try to keep up.
Okay.
Performance.
Yeah.
Doesn't always strike twice, but close enough.
Pretty fucking good. You begin to play. And is there some set of stories that you're telling in particular, or just the same thing as before?
Let's say like at the previous bar, I told like the first half of our current saga, and then here I'm telling the second half of our current saga.
Okay.
Then obviously ending with the whole Blackstaff portion, and mass lords being held up in their tower.
Gotcha. As you play, you shift the time signature, the keys, you change the style of tune, but you are consistently keeping, almost like a concept album, a regular set of melodies and harmonies that sometimes you pass back and forth with the flute, sometimes you pass back and forth with the organs. The bassist finds your rhythm as you change the time as necessary, and the bar is either dancing at different times, uh, not weeping to your sorrowful tales, but they are entranced, fully entranced, I would say. Vincent and Axel, is there anything that you're doing while this is occurring?
Still small talk in the tables and trying to get some information to see. At this point, if they know this place seems pretty fancy, who owns this joint?
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check for that one. And this will be the last thing we do before we take our break.
Yeah, this is a really cool bar.
10.
You guys should
Um,
buy this one.
Investigation check. So you begin asking around who owns the bar, what do folks know? A lot of the time, again, you're not so like immediately shushed, but most folk are too entranced by what Riku is up to and what he's doing to really give you too much time and attention. Finally, one person, they're like, who owns the place? Oh, I don't know, actually. My understanding is that some company came in and built it a few years ago. Something about the egg in the eye.
I like their logo. Pretty cool. It's a
It is
griffin.
pretty.
You know anything
Yeah.
about griffin? See the griffins
No.
outside flying around?
Yeah. Raised by the Bellabronte. Sorry, I'm gonna keep listening to the music if that's cool.
I mean, yeah, I know him. Um, I could probably introduce you to him if
I'm friends with the
you'd like.
band.
Yeah.
Roll a persuasion check at this point, Vincent.
You sound like so desperate to try to like talk to people now.
I know, I'm not doing good at it.
He's kind of like looking at you like,
Sure,
you
man.
do. Look, I'm just gonna pay attention to the music, and actually he goes over and he's like dancing with his friends at this point. They're all like dancing in the in between the
The
tables.
second time I get rejected, Vincent's gonna leave.
At that point, let's take our break. We're actually gonna start back with Sir Venom next. So I'm just
Actually,
gonna
is
bring
this
the map over now.
outside?
Yes, yeah, it goes like back down the
Vincent?
stairs to the street.
Yeah. Vincent's gonna hang outside.
Okay.
I don't think without magic.
I'm not sure we thought this one through. Our like magic heaviest person is the one who stayed behind to the added protection.
Yeah, well, I figured I'd post up like just outside of the anti-magic circle.
That would be outside the building, technically.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Outside of
and-
this room. Sorry. This whole room is an anti-magic field at this moment in time.
Okay, then I'd post up like right outside the room. I guess like on the other side of the door where I can still use magic,
Okay.
but like close enough that if someone yells in distress, I'd be able to hear them and come running.
Gotcha. Then I will leave you there. Go ahead and think about this for a moment. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Just to basically do guard duty.
26.
Yeah. For a while, there's silence. You do know that there's several griffins flying around in the area. There is not just one or two guards nearby the front door, but there's a guard posted on both sides of the door, as well as guards at all the entrances to the area, which is itself a bit of a walled courtyard. There's guards milling about. There's guards on the walls or lookout posts over the courtyard, the walled courtyard. Um, it feels as if the Blackstaff's compound has been turned into a mini fortress set against the edge of the mountain at the edge of the castle ward. And it actually, you get the sense that it's probably pretty well defended in many ways. The question remains, can somebody get in a way that you don't know about? But you listen at the door and nothing
I'd
happens.
also I'd get my arcane eye up and I'd have that like patrol the area. I'd look
Okay.
for like, like sewer grates or air ducts or like, you know, parts of the wall that have like, a few cracks on them that make a hollow sound if you tap them with your sword so that you can bomb them open.
All right. With the eye, what are you doing in particular with that? So you're just going everywhere looking for these things
Yeah,
with
just
it?
patrolling, looking for like any like cracks or holes or avenues of egress that the guards may have overlooked.
Okay. Can you give me uh how far away from you can it go?
Um, as long as it doesn't go onto another plane of existence.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check using the arcane eye.
29.
Okay. So it's funny because you don't see anything with it, but there is a moment as it passes over and let me just make sure, let me look at the map here and just make sure I'm doing this right. There is a moment where as it passes around one of the windows on the ground floor, second, third, fourth, fifth, on the sixth floor, and you see through it, and you can see through. Okay, it looks to be a bedroom that you swear a piece of the rug in the central bedroom, and I'll give you a glance of this room. The
Like this
rug
is
in
gonna be
this
good.
room sort of like turns or like gets like crumpled up a bit, but there's nobody in there, and then it very rapidly uncrumples.
Okay. I'd have the eye go into that room. Is there an opening that is 1 inch diameter or larger that I can get the eye in through?
So a solid barrier blocks the eye's movement. You can't seem to find an opening into the room from the outside, at least right now. Like you try the window, you try the opposite windows. Uh, they all seem very well shut, and the walls are solid. They're stone and brick, and there's mortar between. There's no space for it to pass through.
Okay. So I'd call into like the room and I'd be like, I may have I picked up something a little weird with my arcane eye. I'm gonna go investigate. I'll leave guards outside the door. And I'll leave my familiar. What is the?
Oh, do you want me to put the raven down?
Well, I'm wondering.
Oh, he will not be able to be in there.
Well, I'd leave him outside the door.
Okay.
But I'm assuming I'd be going further than 100 feet.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay, then that wouldn't help. Um, yeah, so I tell him like, sit tight, have the guards be on alert. I'm gonna go check this out, see if there's anything going on.
Gotcha. Do you fly up to the window? Is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah, so I'd fly in the direction that that room was, and I would cast detect magic with a spell slot
Okay.
on
I'm
my
gonna
way
put
there.
you. Gotcha. I'm gonna put you outside the room, and you cast detect magic.
Yeah.
Okay. So you see the following: a shimmering shape of something in the room, looking like moving around the room. First, it starts here, then it moves to here, then it goes to here, until eventually it begins to move towards the doorway to head down the stairs.
I don't know if it was just me, but I couldn't really see what you were doing.
Yeah, I couldn't see that either.
Oh, sorry. It starts like sort of in the center of the room, and then moves from one side of the bed to the other side of the bed, and then over to the far side of the room from the window that you're looking through to go downstairs. And it's like a shimmering magical field, but you don't know if it's a creature, you don't know if it's a you don't know what's going on there.
I am going to bust in through the window, unless it's unlocked and I can just open it.
It is not unlocked.
Okay, so I'm gonna bust in through the window and I'm gonna cast dispel magic on it.
Okay, make a strength save. Make a strength check to see if you can get through the window.
Ooh, 17.
That's good enough to burst through. So you're going to crash through into the room, and then you want to cast dispel magic on the shimmering area.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a moment here because I have to get a creature token.
Fucking Kool-Aid man.
And as I'm like crashing in, if there's any like guards in the vicinity, like I'd yell down, be like, block off this room, I got something.
Okay. Let me give a good view of this guy. You see the following creature over by the doorway. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
It turns as you cast dispel magic, and that is going to begin initiative, please.
Oh no.
Oh, we got a 1v1. 24.
Oh, blast them.
All right. You get to go first. What would you like to do?
Should be very careful. This is an assassin, so a 1v1 is probably not in your favor.
Yeah, I'm seeing. I don't
It's
have
a very
any.
cool room.
Yeah, this
It
is a
is.
neat room.
But I don't have like hold person or hold creature or anything prepared. I'm wondering if I should try a banishment on it.
This is
Oh, he's gone.
the black staff.
Yeah, I'm gonna banish him. Banishment.
Okay. You're going to try to banish him?
Yeah.
All right.
So he has to make
What
a
do I need to roll?
charisma saving throw, and he has to beat a 19.
Ooh.
All right. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Just check him for a moment.
That's a good choice of spells because of the roll.
All right. Let's see if he can make it. Oh,
No,
I
that
rolled a natural
motherfucker.
19.
Dude. Unlucky, man.
And he's got a +4, so there was actually a 25% chance or so that he would get it. But damn. All right, so that's your first action across the
Yeah.
room, and he sees you now. He knows he's not invisible anymore because what you did when you dispelled it was you dispelled his invisibility.
And then I'm going to point my pistol at him. I figure that's intimidating. He has like bonus action, point the pistol at him, be like, "Freeze, motherfucker! You're under arrest."
Let me see one thing.
You're in his building.
Okay.
Hands up, scumbag.
And that's the end of your turn?
I guess.
All right.
No, I'm gonna move on him. I'm gonna move on him like a bitch.
All right. Let's see. He will look at you and he will use. Gosh. I mean, this creature is odd. It's alien looking. It is about 4.5 feet tall, strong limbs, heavily cloaked, with a pretty evil looking longsword, curved in sort of an unnatural way. Oh gosh, I don't know what he wants to do. Yeah, he will use his not hypnotic gaze against you. And since you can see him, you must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh no, not wisdom.
I know that's
Say
partially
that.
why I didn't want to.
Is
Yeah,
it 28 good enough?
it is. It's a 17 save. I'd see that. I was pretty sure you'd be able to make that, but he will then also attack you 3 times. So he will close the distance between the two of you, and he will begin to swing, and that's going to be a +8 with the longsword. So that's a 24, a 13, and a 10. Wow. Okay, terrible.
No.
And he will end up doing 7 points of damage to you, however.
Okay.
That will be his turn. And you then hear footsteps from below, and a second one will sprint up into the room and around the side of him. So
Oh
there's an
no.
A and a B now. And the one that you had been fighting was the A, and now there's a B. He will actually take a flanking position, but that will be his movement and his action to get there around you.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
What would you like to do, Sir Venom?
Just yell out again. Be like, Eddie the Griffin Guard, get up here. We got intruders.
Okay.
Then
Learning more baddies.
uh so I'm going to drop detect magic, and I am going to use a 6th level spell slot to cast Summon Celestial
Okay.
behind him. So it's blocking the door. Let's see. It'll be Defender. And he has 50 HP. So 11. And he will multi-attack the A. And since I upcast it, he gets 3 attacks. So here's the first one with a 30. I'm assuming that's a hit.
Yeah,
20
that's a hit.
and a 16.
Miss.
All right, so 2 hits. Let's see. So 1d10 plus 9, so 2d10 plus 18 damage. So 27 points of radiant damage.
Radiant. Okay, gotcha.
And we both get 10 temp HP.
Pretty good, actually.
And since I cast the spell, I can't empower Umbra yet. I believe that's all I can do with action and bonus action. Just keep yelling for backup.
Okay. Just give me a Constitution check, and this is for your shout, just to see how loud you could be.
Is that just straight con?
Yeah, not a save or anything, just strict con.
An 11.
Okay. Let me just check something. Gotcha. That's actually really good for you. So you're yelling and you hear and you see a griffin rider fly by and he goes, "Oh God." And you actually see him dive past the window. You get the sense that as you see him go by, he's rushing to tell everyone else what is happening.
Wait. I don't have to waste an action on thaumaturgy.
Gotcha. That being said, it is the Ultraloth's turn. A will turn to your Celestial. Checking one thing. Okay. So he won't end up doing that. I was just making sure that I couldn't like dispel magic your Celestial.
Oh, that'd be a huge bummer.
Yeah, I was thinking that would be pretty dope. He will. Gosh. Actually, A will. A will go down the stairs with teleportation. He will
Oh, that's
teleport
sick.
down the stairs. And you can see him like appearing at the bottom of the stairs. So I will open up some of that, but I won't open up like a ton because you can't really see like a ton of that space. Just down below. And he will bypass him and he will run off out of your sight. So let me just make sure he can do this. Okay, cool. The other one will attack you and take your tension, and he will. Let's see. He will use his hypnotic gaze. The target's. Oh no! So you're actually going to be immune to that. So he's not even going to bother. He is just going to attack you 3 times. So the 27 is going to be a hit, and that will end up doing 11 points of slashing damage against you.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna turn to my celestial and I'll be like, "Don't let that other one get away." Like, tell any Griffin guards like on your way, like recruit them with you, and send him like that. He's gonna run after the one that got away.
Okay. Here, I'll bring him down to here, and he can see just as he sprints down the other creature on the opposite side of the room, basically sprinting down the stairs.
Okay. Is this room big enough for him to fly in?
Yes, all of the ceilings in these rooms are about 20 feet tall.
Okay, so he is going to fly here.
What's his movement speed? Because it
30
does take him.
walking, 40 flying.
So it would take him about 20 feet to get down the stairs.
Okay, I'd have him dash to try
Okay.
to like get in front of A and block his path if he has enough.
He probably does. And I will actually open up the room below so you can see what's going on there as well.
There are a bunch of very cool looking rooms.
Yeah. I hope we don't break anything important.
For real.
So that was his movement and stuff. How about you, Sir Venom? What are you doing?
So I'll bonus action get Umbra up, giant Umbra, and have him take a peck.
Okay.
29 to hit.
Yeah, that's it. This is your spiritual weapon, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
9 force damage. And then I will take a swipe at him with my feather sword
Gotcha.
with a 26.
That is a hit.
So 21 acid damage and 1 radiant.
Done and done. Oh, 21 acid damage.
Yeah.
The acid splashes across his greenish skin and does nothing.
Uh-oh.
Nothing at all.
Okay, okay.
You do see the radiant damage sort of like slightly burn the creature.
Ugh. All right, good to know. Good to know. And I guess I'll keep him engaged so that he can't get away.
Okay. And let me just check one thing. Okay. This brings us to the end of that round. And as this is happening, Riku, you hear Tenora Hadare's voice in your mind saying, "Get back here immediately." So
Well-
I would say you guys get one round of action, bonus action, and everything. And in fact, I will bring you back to the bar because distance matters in this regard. So we're gonna go back to the bar here. And then let me just double check. If you guys actually want to roll initiative to get yourselves in the order, go ahead and do so. Oops, I did the wrong one. All right, we've got a 1, let's see. We got a 7. And a 22. So Riku, you are gonna get to go first. What would you like to do? As you hear
I
Tenora
would,
Hadare's voice.
I would run over to the boys and say, "Hey, guys, come here," and just like, gather them up.
Okay. Do you use your bonus action to click your boots?
Or whatever 35 is, I'll get 35.
Okay. Okay. And so that was your movement.
And I'll ready my action to teleport to what's it called?
Like the Black
Sir,
Staff Tower.
yeah, Sir Venom. I suppose if I knew he was going to be outside the magical field.
Okay. So you'll go back to his guard post, basically, where he was.
Well, I'd be targeting him.
Oh, you'd be
'Cause that-
targeting him.
Because I
Ooh,
assume
Is that
yeah.
how
that's
that
where
works?
Can you
that's where,
teleport to a person?
I believe so. Let me look at the spell.
Gotta read the fine print.
Let me double check because this will be the first time using such a spell, and I get to bring you fools with me.
Okay, so you're just gonna
Um,
teleport. We don't have to start hoofing it.
Well, I guess there's the circle. I'd go to the circle because that's basically like 100%. Nothing will happen if I do that. So yeah, I'd do that.
Sorry, by circle, what do you mean?
Doesn't she have a teleportation circle?
She does, but you do not know it. You
I
have
thought
not
I
been.
did.
I don't believe so. Do you?
Wasn't that part of the
Um,
deal? She gave us her thing.
I thought that's where we.
yeah.
I thought that's where we first came. Like it was right in
We
front of her
went to
tower.
the Bard College one,
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one I thought you went to.
or maybe. God damn, I didn't think of it.
I don't think she's provided you with access to her teleportation circle as of yet. I don't
Well,
believe so.
I can still go. I can still go there. It's just I'll have to,
Look,
the role
Riku,
will matter a little
just
bit.
get me close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you prepare your action. Vincent and Axel, do you guys just move to him basically?
Yeah, I'll scooch.
I
Okay.
guess. I have to.
Boop. All right. So we'll teleport you guys back. And we will put you on the first floor outside of the building. Let's see.
Just a bunch of just a couple
Yeah,
of
what do I have to roll
dudes
here?
teleporting out from the bar. Nothing to see.
'Cause we might not
You
get there.
have to roll. That's a good point. What do you have to roll?
I
So
think
you
I
have
think it would probably be very familiar. It's not. I'm not using an object. I'm not using a circle.
yeah. I think very familiar makes perfect sense.
So it's just a. Or it says the DM rolls to the D100. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Is high good? Is low good? Which one? What is it?
High is good.
High is good.
Oh, it's close.
Wow.
32 is on target. So you are outside of the door at the bottom of the tower, where Sir Venom basically had been posted up.
Yeah, anything 25 or lower would have been bad for us there, boys. So we did good.
Okay.
It was a bumpy ride, but you got there, no issues.
Little turbulence. Riku's just gonna knock on the door. Everything good in there?
I don't know. Some gods came by saying, "Think there's a problem."
All right, we'll go have a look. And then Riku kind of just like pops his head in the door just to like visually make sure everything is good and it wasn't like some sort of imitation.
Everyone seems fine. Everyone seems
Okay.
as you expected them.
All right, Riku's like, all right, let's go, boys. Gestures to the lads.
Gotcha. And actually, there are a number of. I'll just put a number of guards in there as well. But there are a number of guards in there at this point. Actually, I'll just grab all these guys. They're just hanging out. And so where are you guys going, and how are you getting there?
Well, I suppose are we at like what part of the tower are we at?
That's the ground level.
So I
If you're-
assume we think the commotion's somewhere up, right?
Yeah, considering you can see like a Griffin Rider's like flying back up towards some window that you can see broken up above.
And I'd still be being as loud as I can be.
Okay, then you would probably be able to hear the sounds of
wait.
combat and shouting.
A broken window we can see?
Yeah, if you're outside and you look up at the tower, you can see a broken window up there.
Yeah, hold on. Let's do that. Do I reckon it's within 500 feet? Actually, never mind.
I would say
won't.
you've used your action for this round.
Okay, well, yeah, never mind. I won't do that.
But that being said, you're actually going to go pretty quickly here because we're going to start with Sir Venom, and then it will be Riku, Vincent, Axel, and then the baddies in order.
All right, so if it's back to me, Celestial will take a few more swipes. 26,
Down here. Yes, that is a hit.
21, and a 19.
All three of those hit.
All right. So 3d10 plus 27.
It's pretty good.
So 51 points of radiant damage.
Okay. He is bloodied. and you are blocking his access downward.
Okay, and then for me, we'll have Umbra take another peck. 24, so 11 points of force damage. Let's see, and savagery didn't work. If I cast firebolt at him, would that be a disadvantage since I'm in melee range?
Yes.
Okay. Um. So instead of that, where's guiding bolt? I'll do guiding bolt at 3rd level.
Guiding bolt is still technically a disadvantage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's a ranged attack at melee distance.
Oh. In that case, I'll save the spell slot and I'll just do firebolt. So I'll just roll it again for the disadvantage. So an 18.
That misses.
So I just keep yelling and causing a ruckus and like
Okay.
dancing in front of this guy to keep his attention on me.
Okay. You guys can hear all of that happening above. What would you like to do? You are outside the tower, looking up at a broken window where all this ruckus is coming from. And it starts with Riku.
Riku, what do we do?
And it starts
Uh,
with Riku.
Looks like it's happening there. 2 points to broken window.
What's happening?
Vincent looks around. Or way up.
Well, don't you have wings now? Riku says.
Yeah, they're very, short term.
It does
Why
take
don't
you an
we-
action to transform.
Yeah,
It-
and then it's done.
Can you just climb walls?
I mean, I'm
That's
pretty
true, the boots.
dexterous. Oh
Those
yeah, I do have
boots.
the boot.
Well, do
I
I
can climb
reckon that window's within 500 feet?
Yes, yeah, it's a lot less than 500 feet.
Well, Riku kind of shrugs and where are we? I don't see where we are.
Where
You guys are
on?
in the top left up here,
Yeah.
but you're basically like right outside the door here.
Well, if I can see the broken window, I would say, Vincent, you can meet us there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, Axel.
And-
Dimension door.
Okay. And I will put you right here, next to the window, on the inside of it.
Oh shit.
So that's your
That's an action. Level 4 spell. Able to
Can
bring
I,
one
like-
willing creature.
Can I use like my reaction to like talk to them as I see them show up?
If it's very brief,
Yeah, so like I'd see them and be like, "Oh, thank God you guys are here. There's one more down below us. Riku, go get him. Me and Axel will take this guy."
that's a little much. I would say
That's a
you
lot.
can get like 3 words as reaction.
Okay, g-
Anything Riku would say, "Oh, let's save him." And,
I'd say like there's one more below us.
That's better. Okay. Riku, are you using movement or bonus action or anything?
am I able to walk?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I still have 5 movement left. And I've used my action, so I can't swing. And let's see. Point to Axel. Say, "Hey, give me a hand, wouldn't you?" and I'm going to bardically inspire him.
Oh, nice. Okay. Inspired he is. Full turn?
That is it.
Cool. Vincent, what are you doing?
Let's see if I can climb this building with my spider climb boots and my ninja dexterity. That
Okay.
seem feasible to me,
It does seem feasible
Vincent?
to you.
I think you have to have the boots attuned though. We found out.
Oh, I thought that was just the cloak.
No, it's the other
No,
way.
other way around. The boots definitely need attunement. The
Ew.
cloak does not.
All right, well then never mind.
Okay.
All right, then I guess. Oh, I know.
You could just
Um,
guard the people, I guess. If
or I could go in the front door and like run up the stairs. Maybe is there like a front door?
There is a front door. Yep. You can like
And then just go
re-enter.
in and maybe like go up the stairs and run up the stairs.
Okay.
Intercept.
As you re-enter, give me a moment here. Let's see.
Now
Let me
we've left
find
Vincent
this.
alone with surrounded by enemies.
Not surrounded by enemies, but there is going to be an enemy in there. One of the. Oh gosh, where did this go? I thought I had a token for this. I'm sorry, guys. One of the enemies, their illusion drops, and they are going to change into a fiend. Let's see. Sorry, I thought I had a token for this. DM not prepared well enough, clearly. On this episode of Waiting for Nick to Do Something, we have. Wow, I can't find it at all.
I don't think we've ever had this many active rooms at one time before.
No, I don't even know where I am.
You're on the level with the people.
Oh, there's bad guy in there?
He's about to be, yeah. I'm about to
Alright.
drop him right in there.
Yeah, just wait one moment.
Well, I'm just saying. I wasn't expecting that. I gotta be honest.
Well, this building is now under siege, so anything goes at this point.
Basically, one of the guards is dropping an illusion as you walk in, Vincent. And it's funny that you did this because I wasn't expecting you guys to be in there. I thought you were all gonna like rush up there and nobody was gonna see this.
I like it. It's spicy. I'll be honest, I don't think we were expecting it either.
Obviously, I wasn't.
Yeah, we've been winging it. Like we've
That's
been
how
winging
we
it.
do.
Yeah.
Day one,
Yeah.
baby.
Dude, we're the roosters.
There
We
it
got
is.
wings. We got to use them.
Oh,
No.
that's a good one. I like that.
That's pretty good, actually.
They
All
don't
right, I
get us
finally
that far, but
found this
they
guy.
work, you know.
Here we go. You see the following devil materialize. The illusion dropping, and I'm going to add this guy to the turn order. But it is your turn as you see this individual show up and say to everyone, "Hello, masked lords. It's been a while. Mert, so good to see you." And you hear Mert say, Victoro?
Victoro! And Vincent draws his bow.
Okay.
Who's Victoro? Vincent would ask.
And how did he have an illusion up in the anti-magic field?
Must be extremely powerful.
A super demon.
And also, I think Vincent's the perfect person to be in this situation.
He's a Satan monster.
It's like his bow doesn't really need magic, right?
Well, what are you gonna do, Vincent?
Well, I'm gonna find out. I want to try to find out what's going on here a little bit, I guess.
Okay.
So I want to ask like who he is, and maybe look at Mert and figure out why he knows who Mert is.
Make an insight check. So you can see that all the guards are very surprised, first and foremost. You can also see that Mert absolutely recognizes him. And by the way that his tone dropped, you also can see Alistair looking very surprised. And the 22 is good enough to glance over to Alistair, and you see him sort of say, "We killed you." Make a history check for me, Vincent. The insight check was so good that you get a history check out of this one.
A 4.
Sadly, the stories of Waterdeep aren't sometimes as well told up and down the Sword Coast in every tavern as they should be, and Vincent's a little unsure of who this Victoro person is.
All right. Well, it's fine. Vincent's gonna say, "Well, you killed this guy before, and it seems like he's back to kill you." I guess Vincent will shoot at him. Why not?
Okay. What I would say is that definitely took up your full bonus action to do all
Yeah.
that. So action.
All right.
16 is going to be and it's actually a hit.
Not -5 though, right?
Oh, not with -5. No.
It's fine. I can't redirect it, so I'll just take a second shot.
Okay.
20.
That's a hit.
So that'll be 21 damage.
It is cut in half because your bow is currently not magical. This
Ugh,
individual has damage resistances.
man. Uh, ooh. Does things like arcane archer stuff, is that magical? That's won't work, or
It
is it just like
is.
magic items?
Nope, those are arcane powers, and therefore
Yeah.
they will not work.
All right, then I'll just take my third shot
Okay.
for a crit
Damn.
and 26.
So cut in half is 13. That's actually a pretty good hit. He does look at you as he takes these arrows. One of them sort of bounces off his horns. The other ends up, let's see, sort of like flying through his leathery wing. And he sort of turns to you. Well, feisty one here, aren't we?
Get him,
And
Vincent.
I assume that's your full turn, or do you have some movement that you want to use?
I got movement, but I'm just gonna hang at the door, I suppose. So I'm not gonna go hide behind other people.
All right. Axel, what are you doing?
Axel. I gotta get the look at the right room here. All right. Check the
Yeah, that's a lot.
get over. Yeah, I can get there. All right. Axel goes up to B. Looks at Sir Venom. Asks dead or alive.
Shrugs.
All right.
Like,
Let's
alive, maybe alive if possible, so we can question it, but don't pull any punches.
don't pull punches. Got it. All right. Bonus action rage. Clicks that button. And then, so don't pull punches. That we're giving this guy the works here. And we got flanking on him, right? So, Great Weapon Master. I'm trying to think. I always feel like I forgot to say something. 15.
That is a miss.
We have the Bardic if you need it.
Ooh, the Bardic, yeah.
Hell yeah.
That a 10?
It sure is, baby.
It's a big die.
So 19.
That is exactly a hit.
Exactly a hit. Okay, great. Boom. Do some damage. So 14 plus 2 plus 10. So 26. And then sneak attack damage. Sneak attack. 11. Oh, that was first attack. We're going to do another one. Another Great Weapon Master attack. That'll hit for 25.
This is exactly why Riku Dimension doors you places.
So 37 plus 25 is
42.
That seems
It was pretty
is
good.
that 37
That's
that
pretty
seems-
low for Axel. I
30
feel.
42 sounds a little low for 37 plus 25.
It's 62.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
I think I got it. I think I got it all.
Yeah, have me
Let just
sweating
double
there.
check this. Yeah, I got it all.
All right. So I use my action, bonus action, and this guy's fucked up, right?
He is not even bloodied.
Oh, okay. So I thought somebody was bloodied. All right.
The other one is bloodied.
The other one.
Yeah.
So A is bloodied, B is not.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, just gonna keep working him over, I guess.
All right. A will teleport past. So he can teleport every round. He
What
will
a prick.
teleport 60 feet. So that's going to be 20 feet down the stairs to. Let me see. So he can't see too far, but he does get to about here, and then he will run for another. Oh, sorry, he will fly for another 60 feet. So he will get a decent way down the stairs into the next area. B will use mass suggestion, which is going to be the one time he can use this. But all three of you around B, so Riku, Axel, and Sir Venom, please give me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. All
Sure, it's not charisma.
Oh, I am gonna use session inspiration on that nat one.
Okay.
It's wisdom.
Yes. Yeah.
Hmm.
So we go to. Oh no. Good. We have 2 successes and a fail. Riku, the mass suggestion should not be a harmful act.
He's gonna make you poop your pants.
Is this a charm?
This is a charmed effect.
All right, hold on. So I got one more roll here.
Are you immune?
It's being charmed.
No, I just have an advantage on being charmed.
Okay.
Is the 16
Ooh.
good enough?
He failed by 1. So
Aw.
Damn it.
needed. Yeah. He will say, "Go tuck yourself into sleep," but he does so telepathically, and it's sort of this sort of like worming feel into your brain as he does this, and says, points at the bed and says, "Go tuck yourself in." That will be his action. His movement will. Gosh. He's gonna get hit. the worst part about this. Damn, I really wish I was able to get Axel on that one.
I'm resilient. That's why I took resilient as my
Oh
feat.
yeah, that was a good call.
feat. Yeah.
That was a really good call. You had a +7 on that roll. Damn. Yeah, he will. That's you put the spot here. He'll stay there. Which will bring us around the turn in order to serve venom.
I guess I'm gonna look over at Axel, be like, "You got this guy,"
Yep.
and then I'm gonna face an opportunity attack.
Okay. He will swing. And he will miss.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stick my tongue at him and dash after the last one. So I have 60 feet of movement. So
Venom
like
senses it moving in another room.
so 15 gets me to there.
Okay.
So it'd be like 20 to get to the bottom of the staircase.
Yep.
And then so I get to here. But
So-
I'll leave my my birdie friend behind,
Okay.
who will take a peck. Oh, and he's real good at pecking tonight. So 10 more force damage at him.
Gotcha.
And then my Celestial will dash after the other one. Which door did he go through? That one?
Yes, the others are windows. So.
Oh, okay. So what, 70 feet to get to the bottom of the next staircase?
Yes, that's exactly right.
Okay, so and then I have 10 more feet after that.
So he's just at the bottom.
Okay. So I'll just get right in his face again.
I would say you can't get past him
Okay.
down the stage. You
I'll
can't
just-
get past. Yeah.
I'll get right on his ass. And I don't think this guy has bonus actions.
I don't think so.
Nope, just actions.
Okay.
And then continue my yelling for Griffin guards.
Riku, what are you? Oh, you have to do something. It looks like you are mass suggested
He's going
Uh,
to bed.
to go
I
lie in the
suggested,
bed.
yeah.
You must take the
Can I
suggested
roll?
course of action for the entire duration of the spell. The duration of the spell is 24 hours. Leave it in a shorter time. The spell ends when the subject finishes what it is asked to do. So you're basically asked to go get into the bed, and then once you do so, then the suggestion will be done.
All right, well, I'm going to go walk towards the bed. Is he swinging at me?
Where are you going?
He is not swinging it
Where are you going,
because
Riku?
he already took his.
Riku just kind of like
Riku,
walks in the.
what
You
are
see
you
Riku kind
doing?
of stow his. You see him stow his sword, walk over the bed, and take a stretch. He's like, I'm just going to lay down for a minute.
What are you,
yet,
what are you doing?
Sits down to like unlace his boots and change his armor into pajamas.
Okay. Puts a little Scrooge McDuck cap on.
Charmed. That being said, it is Victoro's turn. Victoro will look at everyone. Well, contract signed. Time to pay the piper, if you will. And he looks around at everyone and will see. Walk up in between both guards and touch them on the shoulders as he walks past them. Think he's coming. Get hold. Yep, that's a hit. Yep, that's a hit. And they both burst into flame, dealing one of them 18 damage and another of them 19 damage.
That's
so both
magic.
both those guards are dead. And
You can't do
hear-
magic to them.
You hear You hear Tamora Hadare basically say the exact same thing that you said. How are you doing magic? And she's like stumbling backwards a bit. They're all sort of like backing off of him.
Vincent would say, I thought you said you had the magic Cohen in here.
But he will end his turn there, looking at them all. Now, signed contracts not to harm Waterdeep, did you not? And Vincent, what would you like to do?
I guess keep doing some damage, hoping are these other guys gonna chip in and help? Or are they just watching here?
They are. Oh, sorry. They are all frightened.
They're frightened.
They can't do
Vin-
much without magic. And the other
Even
guards are just
Alistair? I
pussies.
thought Alistair was like a stabby guy.
Yeah.
They all should be
Time to
something.
paint.
It's been like
All right.
30 years or whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
what's
27
the range of the anti-magic field? Would Vincent be able to like step on the other side of the door and shoot through the open door?
The arrow would become non-magic.
Surely he just steps outside of it and it's all solved. Surely.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna keep fighting until something else happens.
Until your boys come to back you up.
Yeah, I'm not here to like run away. So
Yeah, just wait till I show up. I have a pistol. There's no anti-magic field for the gun spell.
alright.
24
That
is
should
hit.
hit, right?
Yeah.
So
19
25.
Yep.
And then what is that? A 16?
It is. That is exactly what you did.
For another 23. And then that's probably a miss. But I will use one of my lucky rerolls.
Okay.
There we go. For 23 damage.
Okay. That's pretty good. You've dealt him a decent. You dealt him like 60 damage so far. 61 points.
Okay. That's all I got. Movement. Oh wait, up the stairs. Do the stairs go up to anything, or is it just like just height?
Don't forget about your poison either.
Yeah, I
Poison's
always
not
forget
magical.
about poison.
Oh, so the stairs start on this side. That's
Oh,
stairs on the opposite side.
where do they lead to?
They
What are
lead
the ones
up
over here?
up to a doorway that
Oh,
goes to the
okay.
second floor that you
see.
can't see up to.
I see. Okay. Yeah, however much these tiles are 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. I guess I can get to like here. Bottom of the stairs.
Gotcha. Is that your full turn?
Yep.
Great. Excellent. Actually,
Well, I see Riku just go off to bed, a little confused, but we'll keep pumping B. Full of damage. I don't get my flanking anymore, but we'll actually. Does the bird count? I don't think the bird counts as if I was to get in a different
Not a
spot.
creature.
Yeah, so okay, so I'll just reckless it up. Great Weapon Master. 20, 23.
is it?
Low damage. 14, or so it'll be 14 plus 10, so 24. And then sneak attack damage for 18. And second attack, Great Weapon Master, reckless attack, and 4. That'll hit. Ooh, nice roll.
Damn.
+2, +10, so 34.
Excellent. How
Yeah.
would you like to do this?
Oh, he's dead?
Yes.
Well, I was told to basically swing away, so I did. And just out of frustration, I'm angry not just at this guy, but seeing Riku just kind of abandon the fight and go to bed. I don't understand it. I don't know what happened there, and I'm mad about it. So I'm just furiously hacking at this guy.
Okay. And he falls to the ground, eviscerated under your axe. Movement bonus action.
Well, so we're on Buck. What? So far away from where I want to be right now.
Make a history check, and I'll tell you how many flights of stairs you are up.
Yeah.
Jump out the window, dog.
Okay. 13
You believe that you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 flights up.
from that bottom floor.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Do it.
What? Just jump
Just
out
jump
the
out the
window? I
You got
mean,
a
Aim
ton
for
of
the- aim for the
HP, high
bushes.
strength.
Aim for the bushes.
Wipe,
so what's the rules?
wipe-
What's the fall damage rules? It's like certain. It's like a D6
Oh,
for
instant
every.
death from this height.
No.
Well, he's raging, so
Yeah, it's a D6 for every 10 feet or whatever. I think.
Let me
Isn't it?
rephrase
that's
that. Instant
exactly
death for
right.
Riku from this height.
So that would be maximum. That would be like 60. No, 7. You said 7.
Yeah. Yes.
So
But the ceilings are 20 feet high,
Oh.
so it's gonna be about 150 feet roughly, give or take.
So that's
Well, did I-
15
when-
times 6. Let me just see what 15 times 6 is real quick, so I know what the
when
full.
Riku went to bed, did he like put his broom down? Can you just like swipe his broom on your way to the window?
I don't want to cheese it.
I would say no.
Yeah. So 90, and I could half that at 40. So even full damage, it would be 45.
That's nothing to Axel.
And can I dodge a drop?
No, you can't dodge it. That's funny, but no, you can't dodge the drop.
I can't evade
Lands
it.
on both feet,
Yeah.
rolls, takes less damage.
You know what? But so the thing is, though, I don't know what's going on that first floor, so I can't just jump out the window because
You're not going to metagame?
yeah, I can't just be like, for some reason, I sense that Satan has appeared on the first floor and is wreaking havoc. So, I guess we'll just get there. We'll get there. How far can I get if I was to use my movement speed is 50?
I was gonna say you're pretty fast.
I'll dash, so it'll be 100 feet. Yeah, how far can I get? How far will 100 feet get me?
I'm doing the math right now.
As much
I would say that you can get to the bottom of the stairwell here, I think.
All right. For the record, I was just gonna jump out that window. Yeah. All right. That's my turn.
Okay. Let me kill this one. Take that off the board on my side. That does bring us to A. A will, and I think you might get a reaction technically for this. He will teleport across the room, so you don't get a reaction, and then he will fly 60 feet. That'll actually get him. Wow. Yeah, that'll get him to there. So that'll be the end of his turn. That brings us all the way back around to Sir Venom.
So first I'm gonna have the Celestial dash after him again. So he has 80 feet. So what, 60 to here, and then 10 down the stairs.
20. So it's actually the entire way.
Okay, so he gets down to the bottom of the stairs. And Sir Venom having oh, there's no windows in the room that I'm in.
There are not.
All right, so I'm going to.
Or sorry, that's not true. All of the walls in this room are windows because it is a solarium.
Okay. Like normal glass windows.
It's like a green room.
Yeah, exactly, like a greenhouse room.
Okay. So I'm gonna be frustrated that Axel just like zoomed past me and realized how slow I am. I'm gonna try to just break through the glass window.
Oh wait, are you talking about
He's in the space room.
Venom or the space room? Yeah, those are all windows. That's all like one giant window.
Okay. So I'm gonna be like, sorry, Blackstaff, and try to like break through this window and just like dive out.
Okay. Make a strength check.
Ooh, and I just like bounce off.
Yeah, there's a big like smear from your face on the glass, and you do not make it through. But that was
Like
your action.
magical bulletproof glass.
Actually, make a Constitution saving throw.
15.
Yeah, you're not dazed for a round or anything. You're fine, but yeah, didn't feel amazing, and
Yeah,
you
it's
will
just my
take
ego is bruised.
3 points of bludgeoning damage from it.
Ouch. So I guess I'll just use. See, I was like there, so it was what 20 feet of movement to get to the window.
Yeah.
So I'll just get to the top of the stairs.
Okay.
And like call down, like, go fucking get him, Axel.
Riku.
Where the hell are these Griffin guards?
Riku, you find yourself lying in a bed. A creature that suggested to you that it was the best idea to lie down has died. You are not charmed anymore or anything. What would you like to do?
Like I saw them going down, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so Riku's gonna just like, stretch, yawn, get out of bed, and then just kind of like take his sword, throw it on his shoulder, and it's like, well, I guess I better go join the fight. And he's gonna bonus action click them heels.
Oh shit. The
Then
speediest boy of all.
he's also gonna, once he does that, he's gonna smirk, and then he's casting haste on himself.
Deal.
He's gonna smirk. No one's looking at you, Riku. You don't have to smirk.
He ever zooms in, smirks.
Yeah.
So that makes us so the boots give us 70, and then the haste gives us 140.
Okay. So it's 30 feet to the doorway, 20 feet down, 50 feet across the room, 20 feet down. So that is already 40 plus 80 is 120 just to get to Axel. How much do you have? 150?
140 total currently,
140.
and I haven't dashed yet.
Okay, you can get to right here in the room ahead of Axel.
Huh.
Okay.
And then you want to dash?
Hold on.
Oh, you lost the haste.
Well.
It's all good.
Where is it?
I've got the haste. I'm going to bring it back to you.
And then I meant where am I in the right spot?
Nope, just a few right here.
If it isn't Sleeping Beauty.
You guys just like you just see like a blur zip by you, and then Axel, you see it coalesce into an image and then just stop right here, and then Riku turns around. He's like, "Oh, hey, there you guys are. Am I close?"
Shrugs.
Do you still have the shit-eating grin on your face?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's just this fucking guy.
And then he's like, Riku shrugs back. He's like, all right, I'll keep going. And he's gonna dash. He's gonna, because I have haste, so I can use I have another action. I'm gonna dash.
105.
So I have another $140.
25.
Yeah.
You can get literally right next to the creature. Right there. I think
Perfect.
is exactly 140.
All right, yeah, let's do that.
So you just use 280 feet of movement?
Yep.
All right. I think that's your action, bonus action, extra bonus action movement. I think you're good.
I don't get an extra bonus action, but yes, that is it.
Or extra action for the haste, right?
Yep. Well, yeah,
Okay.
because I dashed with that.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Vincent, you watch those two guards be immolated, and you see this devilish figure move amongst these folk without touching them. Say, "Come now. You signed the contract. I know it because I wrote it and we all voted on it together. Mert voted for it. I voted for it. Ballista Stone Marrow voted for it. I don't know who some of you fools are, but nonetheless, you were a masked lord, therefore you signed the contract." And he will, let's see. He will cause them all to need to make a. Yeah. They will need to make some saving throws.
How? He's cheating. He can't do
Yeah.
that.
Well,
Vincent would cry out, what contract did you guys sign?
right, let's see. A whole host of dice for a very big reason. So it looks like several folks did succeed. 2 folks succeeded. Nope, 3 succeeded actually. Tanara Hadare, Lord Kensington, and Mur all actually succeeded. The rest
Nice.
have been struck down and paralyzed. And so he looks across them and snaps his fingers, and you can see, not Lord Kensington, sorry. And as he does so, you can see them afflicted by some sort of pain that causes them to like basically twitch and fall over Vincent, and they're like almost in the fetal position, sort of just like paralyzed, kind of twitching. They seem in some sort of pain. Lord Kensington, Mert, and Tenora Hadare are sort of looking at him in fear, but they don't seem struck down by this. They seem to be able to shrug it off. He looks at you, Vincent, and he goes, "You too," and he snaps his fingers. Please make a Constitution saving throw. Damn, that's pretty good. You don't take any damage from this, and you are not paralyzed. Oh, tough one, eh? Interesting, interesting. I guess you didn't sign any contracts. What would you like to do, Vincent?
I'm gonna go up the stairs some more. 5,
Okay.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then to ask who's the beneficiary of this contract they signed. I would ask him as I draw my
Oh,
bow.
none other than Asmodeus. Who else? He says.
Yeah, it's Modius. Name sounds familiar. That's not the assassin, is it? No.
I'm pretty sure we
No.
met him.
Yeah. I know the name sounds familiar. I'm just bad with remembering who they are. All right.
a
Well,
bad man.
Vincent's gonna keep. He's gonna keep shooting his arrows at him.
Okay.
He's just another guy on our list of demons to kill.
Yeah. 22 for that one. Should be good.
Wowie.
20 for that one. And 20 hits, right?
Oh yeah.
It's just pumping.
Seriously.
So 20 for that one.
All right. So 40, 62. 62 divided by 2 is 31. Vincent, this devil is bloodied.
Ooh.
And right he is.
Actions.
I
And
want
then
to
it's like,
keep going there, bud. You really can't do much extra
okay.
stuff without magic, huh?
Well, action surge is
I
ass.
can do, yeah, I know, but I can do, I guess I could do poison. I still have, well, yeah, you know what? So I'll use I'll use bonus oh no, I can only do one or the other. Oh wait, is action surge like a bonus action or is that its own
Action
thing?
surge is free. Second
It
wind
is
is a
free?
bonus action.
Right. All right,
Just
so
a feature.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to tip my 3 arrows with poison.
Okay.
And then I'll use action surge.
Nice.
And we'll keep
He senses
pumping.
weakness.
Yeah. So let's do that. Oh, perfect.
Wow.
Ooh, shit.
And then roll the poison damage now as well.
Yeah. All right.
And double it too.
Yeah, so 29 is the damage, and then the poison is right here, 2d8.
You would double that.
So no. Oh wait, so wait, what
It
do
should
I
be
do?
4d8. If it's normally 2d8, it becomes
Yeah.
4d8.
Yeah.
Because you critted.
All right. But my question is, so a 10 and a 9. So
And the first one would be
19.
a 29 because it's your great
Oh
weapon,
no.
right?
Right.
Yep.
29 and then 19 poison. But I was gonna say, don't they have to do a con 14, to see if they get poisoned as well?
Yes.
And
Wow. He
do they take the
just made it.
damage? Yeah, but so then do they also take the damage?
I think they still take the
Or,
damage.
or is that roll is just to get to be poisoned?
I think it's just to be poisoned.
All right. So that's the first one.
Okay.
Ooh. And then I'm gonna miss the second one. Like, unless I want to, yeah. I'm gonna use a lucky reroll on that. What I got him for.
Okay.
All right. So 25 damage plus a con 14 save.
Oh. Okay. He's poisoned.
Nice.
Plus the 6 poison damage.
Okay. So he takes the 6 poison damage. Actually, he took the full poison damage from the other one. And then what was the other? 12? No, 25. 25 divided by 2 is 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And then so what is is it just that he has disadvantage?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, he's got disadvantage on a bunch of shit now.
All right, cool. And so my third
Poison's
shot.
very good.
It's a hit.
Damn, Vincent.
So 23 plus plus 15 poison damage.
Wow.
Vincent, how would you like to do this?
Oh,
Yeah!
shit.
Well, I want
Get the
he's gonna
fuck
hit him
out of
with the
here.
arrow, and then the guy's gonna like say something witty, and then the poison's gonna kick in, and he's just gonna like collapse
Gotcha.
after the fact.
And as he does so, he's reaching for Alistair in particular, the closest of the paralyzed individuals. And your arrow, as he's collapsing, punches right through and shatters one of the horns, and he turns to ash as the poison that was in his system seeps across the floor and burns into the stone tile of the floor. And he actually disappears.
And Vincent would say to Lord Kensington, and Mert, what the hell did you guys get into? Let's go. Follow me. This is clearly under attack. We got to get with the rest of the gang.
Okay.
Urge them to follow him upstairs.
Okay. They're going to be prone.
And Vincent just 1v1'd a super devil and took him down while doing half damage the whole time.
Yeah.
The poison helped a lot because
The
he had
poison
no damage resistance to poison.
Yeah.
No resistance or immunities to
And
the poison.
usually
So
everything is immune to poison, which is why I was so hesitant to do it at the beginning. But
it was
when
actually
it
the
works, it
one
works.
time. Yeah, it was perfect.
Yeah, when it works, it
Worked
works.
out.
That being said, after Vincent's turn, we have Axel's turn. What would you like to do?
Oh shit. Where are we? We're on this floor. Okay. So how far down the stairs can I get? So where does 50 feet get me?
So
Going-
if you did all 150, I think you would get to, so there's 65, 85, 40. I think you could basically get to where the Celestial is down here
Okay.
if you used all your movement.
Yeah, we'll use all of it. We're
Okay.
still not caught up. Hmm.
No.
Dang. All right. Yeah.
It's a big tower, huh?
It is Big Tower.
150.
Riku's
Actually,
stupid fast.
Do I have to? I'll get behind him.
yeah, that works. Riku, you see something as the creature in front of you suddenly freezes and says, "Time's up," in your mind, telepathically, and it actually disappears.
Oh.
And I think this is where we will leave it for tonight. We will be out of combat when we jump back. I don't know, actually. I won't say that yet. I will say we'll leave it here for tonight. That was actually the end of the combat round, so that was kind of perfect in some ways. We will pick it up here next week and see what happens.